Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't even know that the U.S. had bases in Qatar. I didn't know we had that type of relationship with them.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting to see how this goes because Iran and Israel been hating each other since the beginning of time, and I don't know how you can fight an ideology like that.
Yeah. You know that what it is, and everybody always brings up Israel this, Israel that. Yeah, yeah. Candace Owens, even Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit. Like, I get all of that. I understand that Israel has not been a, they're not innocent in any of this stuff. But at the end of the day, we can work with Israel. You know who we can't work with is Iran. And so, unfortunately for Iran, they just can't have the nukes. Now, for people, if you're questioning if the U.S. and specifically Trump and his administration, if they're telling us the truth, we're going to find out in a few months because according to everything that's been leaked and the people that are paying attention closely to this, we're going to find out in a few months if the bunker buster was successful or not. I mean, I'm listening to Trump, and hey, that's all the information they give us, and I'm not the one to say believe 100% of what's going or what someone says, but I understand. Like, look, if that's what they got for us and nothing else has been disproven, then all we can do is really wait because Iran is supposed to be set back at least what 2 or 3 years or something like that. So if they come back in a few months, then we know that bunker buster didn't work, and Trump administration is going to have a lot of things to explain if they got that nuke program back up and running.
Right. I got a riddle for the chat and for you, TR. What do Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, and Donald Trump all have in common?
I mean, they all support Israel.
They've all said that Iran is one of the biggest threats to the security
But
of the
that's true
United
too.
States. But for some reason, and I bit my tongue on the socials this week because everybody is a political expert now, but it's just weird to
Facts.
me that y'all was all quiet when Obama and Hillary and Kamala said the exact same thing that Trump said. But it's an issue when Trump actually acted on something that the other three were just saying.
Yeah.
So that's weird to me. I agree with you. Trump better have receipts. He definitely better have receipts.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and and honestly, I like the fact that there were no leaks this time because there were previous leaks.
There was
You can
one
look at
leak. Well, it
there,
hasn't been
in the
verified.
possible one in the possible. They're
Yeah.
not verified. You're right. They're not verified. However, he did say that a peace agreement was reached. He did that too soon, and he shouldn't
Yeah.
have done that. But outside of that, I'm just taking notes, and we'll see what the receipts come with later on.
Yeah. See, and this is what I got for all the people talking about, what Iran should be allowed to have nukes and everything. Anybody trying to wake up to this? Anybody trying to hear this alarm go off every single day? You think you try and do that in the US? You try and do that anywhere in the Middle East? Nobody wants to hear any of that stuff. That's what I don't understand about these people. Yeah, I get it. But part of being in the US, we can tell people who can have nukes and who can't have nukes now. Like we can't have that conversation with China or Russia and South or North Korea. We can't have those conversations. But all you new people, look, those people are grandfathered in. Everyone else, you can't have nukes. So, for the people talking about that are on, and they always say they're not on Team Iran, but they lead with, they should be able to create the nukes if they want. No, they shouldn't. Like that's not the conversation we're having ever again with Iran. And then all the past presidents, like you said, well, not Hillary, but everyone else has dropped some, BOB on Iran or somewhere in the Middle East because, they was acting funny and the US went in there and corrected it. That's part of being the US. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool when Trump was explaining the bunker buster and the 36-hour flight. I thought that was a good thing, but I know some people will feel some type of way. I don't care. I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means, but I ain't about I'm not on the side that wants Iran to be able to do whatever they want. Like sometimes we have to get involved to, for the peace of the world. Like I know we don't want Trump to, create new wars, but Iran was, habitual line steppers, and they were lying about the what do you call it? I mean the bunker. I mean the nuclear program, anyways. So that's what really did them in, honestly.
And two things real quick. Number one, to all of you women who are equal rights and men and women are the same, something you could take from Israel. Women have to serve in the military. Everybody has to serve in the
Oh
military in
yeah, you're
Israel. It's
right.
not
Yeah,
an option. So
Yep.
if you're really about that equal rights lifestyle, you can take that example for Israel. Go ahead and push your local politicians to have women sign up for selective service too, like all the men have to do.
Yep.
That's number one. Number two, the conclusion that I've drawn, the only thing I know for sure so far is Iran's military is probably not as strong as people think it is, because I don't know how Israel was able. Israel had so many plants and spies within Iraq. Like those drones were internal drones. Like they had a facility within Iran where they were able to release all of these drones.
Hmm.
So that tells me that your counter defenses really aren't as great as you think, and neither is your counterintelligence. I think Iran might have been putting on the front this whole time.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think Iran was ready for that smoke either. I think Iran did as much as they could, but they can never put Iraq. I mean Israel. I don't think Israel was as strong as they maybe they led on to believe, because the U.S. still had to come and bail them out. So
Yeah.
we'll, like I said, we'll find out in a few months and see if the intel that was leaked out that said they weren't set back, or if they were set back per the Trump administration. So
Yep. We'll be waiting and taking
yep.
notes.
All right. All right. Let's